And now that everybody's all healed up, it's time to make our way back into Union Cave. Because we still have to make our way to the other stone panel moving puzzles in the Ruins of Alph that we couldn't get to before. And the only way for us to get to them is I forgot to put up my rappel. So we're going to run into a Zubat real quick. How you doing, Zubat? I'm just going to run away and act as if I never saw you before. Hope you don't mind. I forgot our rappel ran out. When did that happen? So we do have that section up to the north beyond here. And if you remember, there was at least 1 or 2 items that we picked up down here. But we couldn't get anywhere because we couldn't surf. Now we can. And we can't go that way, so we have to go this way. And I'm telling you exactly what I'm doing. Because you can't see. I'm sorry if I'm insulting anybody, I honestly don't know. If you're blind and watching this, how did you get to the video? I'm genuinely curious. I'm not saying that to be a jerk either, I'd like to know. I can be so insensitive sometimes. I don't even think about half the things I say. Here's a Geodude. How you doing, Geodude? I hope a Dark Pulse is enough to kill you. I've been wrong before, but now is not one of those times. Screw type disadvantages! I have Dark Pulse! You have a Machop, though. When was the last time I used Klaus? I feel like I'm neglecting half of my party members, even though I know that they're there, it's just I haven't found the type advantage to use them in yet. And maybe that's just the problem with taking at least a couple of days off between recording sessions. Although, for me it's been maybe a week or 2, because the only time I had a chance to record something last week was the end of Super Metroid. Swift! Normal type move that never misses, but unlike something like Headbutt, which is physical, Swift is specially based, so it's going to be doing more since Klaus is a special attacker. I would like to keep Quick Attack just in case I need to get that priority damage in, but Quick Attack's not going to be doing much of anything. If nothing else, it's good to whittle down Pokemon you're trying to catch. And I forgot there's an item over here. Almost left you there without bothering to pick you up. And I'm pretty sure there aren't any more along the way. This is one direction we can go. I forget which one leads to where, but we want to get to both of them anyway. And the only way to get to these stone panel puzzles is through Union Cave down here, so we'll be back here eventually. In fact, I'll probably do a jump cut back here eventually, because we have to make the same path down here in order to get to the other one. And since the stone panel puzzle will drop us into the hallway with all of the Unown again, we won't be able to get back up and just retrace our steps. We actually have to go all the way back around. Which isn't fun, but it will be done, because I said so. I just wanted to make sure that that last line didn't rhyme. We're approaching a very interesting area of the game, too, where we can find some pretty unique Pokemon. So I'm hoping, at least a little bit, that our rappel runs out in just enough time that we can explore the tall grass over there. And Mom's getting us a lot of items. I don't think I've ever gotten so many items from Mom in a gameplay before. Although that could be because we're fighting a whole lot of trainers in a very small amount of time. I think it's based on how many trainers you fight or how much money you deposit with her, which I suppose they're directly proportional. That is, if you're depositing money with Mom. Is this the place with the tall grass? Yes, it is. Over here you can find 2 unique Pokemon that I'm pretty sure you can't find anywhere else, at least in the originals. You may be able to find them in the Safari Zone in the remakes. But the first one here is Natu, a unique flying psychic type. And I think we only see maybe 1 or 2 other trainers in the game use this. One in particular uses its evolved form. But I'm looking for one other Pokemon we can find around here. Hopefully he'll show up now. Right on cue, Smeargle! Now Smeargle only knows one move, Sketch. But that one move can be used to learn any move in the game. So when it uses Sketch, if it survived that hit, Sketch would permanently copy the last move that was used against it. So if it survived that hit, it would have used Sketch to learn Dark Pulse. And in that way, Smeargle can learn any move in the game. Very, very helpful. I've never tried using one in single player, though. But before we can get to this stone panel puzzle, there's a Psychic in our way, which is why I've been having Lupus lead the whole time. In addition to the fact that he is also the lowest level member of our team, and he could use a little bit of experience, despite the fact that a couple of members of our team are very close to evolving. I'm getting a lot of crits today. My luck is usually not this good, but you don't need me to tell you that. What do you have to say for yourself? You like thinking? Do you like thinking, Lupus? Apparently he does too. But in here is one of those doors that we can't unlock yet, because we do not have that Pokémon, nor will we for a very, very long time. Thanks, game! It would have been very nice if the game, dependent on what version you were using, changed the legendary to the one that you caught first, because if you're playing the gold version, you would have access to that thing much more early than you do if you're playing the silver versions, and I think I have these backwards because of the shape of the panels. If you can't tell precisely what puzzle piece you think goes where, look at the shape. It's not too difficult to figure out. In fact, I'm solving these a lot more quickly than I usually do. But that opens up the way back into the Ruins of Alph, and I get to make my way all the way back out, so I'll meet you guys back where the path splits in Union Cave. Alright, we saw the path split over here, and it turns out we can't go over in that direction because it's a one-way ledge, which leads to this side. I don't know why they decided to do it that way, but they did. I guess they really wanted you to fight that hiker over there. But it's a good thing that we have Duster in our party, so he can use strength to move the bowler. And this will allow us to access the third stone panel puzzle, and I could have sworn I put up a repel. Why did my repel run out when I wasn't paying attention? I didn't think I'd taken 200 steps yet. I guess that's the speed of the bicycle I was using. I didn't expect the bicycle would be so freaking fast, and that I'd go through my 200 steps that quickly, but I suppose I did. Oh well. Won't take too much to run away from these guys, and we should be able to make it to the stairs without having to worry about them. So back out we go, and this looks like it's a little bit of a maze until you realize that you can walk on this green thing over here. I honestly completely forgot that you could walk on this for the longest time. I'd wonder what the hell I was supposed to do over here, because I can't go over here. Oh wait, yes I can. Just be careful that you don't jump off the ledges to the sides. And in here is the panel in the back that we can't open because we don't have a water stone. And it will require me to spend a couple of hours in the Pokeathlon Dome until we could buy it on a specific day, which is also kind of silly. But one of the prizes that you can buy in the Pokeathlon Dome is, in fact, a water stone or the other evolutionary stones. They just take forever and a day to get. And this puzzle always confuses me. I'd be very surprised if I got this in a couple of seconds, really. I do not like this puzzle. I am not a fan of this puzzle. I think that's why I remember it so well. But this is an Ammonite. It is Kabuto's counterpart, I suppose. Then this will open up the final panel that leads us back into the Ruins of Alph. And now that we've unlocked all 26 kinds of Unown, and explored everything there is for us to explore in and around Union Cave, the Ruins of Alph, I have a lot of off-screen catching to do. If you want my recommendation for going after all of the Unown like this, if you just inflict them with a status ailment like sleep or paralysis, I found that most of the time, even at full health, a single Pokeball will do the trick. So if you have somebody with a paralysis-inflicting move like Krako who knows Thunderbolt or Thunder Wave, or somebody that can inflict sleep, that's your best bet. You don't have to bother weakening the things. So I'll be doing that off-screen, and then we'll return to the research center over here, talk to these guys, learn a little bit more about the Ruins of Alph. I suppose I'll put that showing that off until after we get the Pokemon we need and the evolutionary stone to unlock the other 2 stone panel puzzles. Which won't be for a while, but I'll figure out what to do. Anyway, this is UniversalGiant, and next time I promise we'll head east from Ecruteak City and head towards our next city. I'll see you guys next time.